Hey everybody, welcome to the Get the Rant podcast with your host Grim. Thank you for listening via Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Podbeam, YouTube, and TikTok. So let's talk about toxic people, toxic family members, toxic friends, just toxic people in general, and how you need to kick these people to the curb and get rid of them out of your life once and for all. Because the thing about these toxic people is that they will destroy everything that you were trying to build. They will destroy your hopes, they will destroy your dreams, and they won't even think twice about it. You know these people, the people that are filled with drama, and the people that will go behind your back and they will whisper things to your friends in your little circle, and they will make your friends turn against you. And these toxic people who always have something to say about your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, they're always trying to hold you down just to keep you at the same level as them or just underneath of them. They have no desire to see you succeed. They have no desire to watch you prosper or achieve your dreams. These people are a waste of your time and energy, and the sooner that you can get rid of these toxic people out of your life, the happier you are going to be. I spent most of my entire life surrounded by toxic people. They filled my circle. They were in my family. They were in my friends groups and toxic co-workers. It seemed like everywhere I went, I was just a magnet to have toxic people around me. But now that I'm old enough to understand, it's not that I was a magnet for these toxic people. It's just that the world is filled with toxic people. They are everywhere. You can't escape them sometimes, but you sure as hell can choose and decide for yourself who to let in your circle, who to surround yourself with. And these toxic people you need to get rid of as fast as you possibly can. Every day that you allow these toxic people to stay in your life is another day that you are being held back from any of your goals. And not to mention the emotional drain that they put on your life. The traits of these toxic people is wide-ranging. You could be trying to tell one of these people something serious that's happening in your life, something that is affecting you emotionally, financially, or physically, and they will turn right around and make it all about them. Oh, well, this happened to me, and I know what you're going through because me. And they make the whole thing about themselves. They don't even comprehend and don't recognize your issues, your problems, and pretty soon you're no longer talking about the things that you're dealing with, the things that you're going through, but you're having to sit there and listen to this toxic person just discuss everything about themselves. It's always about them. They have to be the center of attention constantly. That within itself is draining because you don't have anybody that you can vent to. You don't have anybody that you can talk to get things off of your chest. And so you're at the mercy of these toxic energy vampires. That's what I like to call them, energy vampires, because they just suck the life completely out of you. Another trait of these toxic people is they're always trying to play the so-called devil's advocate. You'll bring up an ambition that you have or a dream that you have, and they're always like, well, what if? Well, what about this? What about that? Well, this could happen. That could happen. They're always pointing out the negative. Oh, I'm just messing around. I'm just playing devil's advocate here about any one of your dreams, any one of your thoughts, any one of your opinions. And they just try to belittle you day after day, moment by moment. So that's another one of these toxic traits that these toxic people carry along with them. They're constant naysayers. Everything is negative all the time. When the conversation's not about themselves, well then of course they have to bring the negative of anything that you were talking about into the picture to belittle it, just so they can get back to talking about themselves. And if you're not careful with these toxic people, They will eat away into every aspect of your life. I've seen these people go into other people's relationships and bring in their own comments about other people's relationships. Well, I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't put up with that. Things of that nature. They're always planting these seeds of discontent everywhere that they go because it makes them feel good. They get some kind of joy at a constantly bringing drama into your life. But it took me, quite a long time to learn this the hard way after dealing with many, many toxic friends, toxic family members, people that were just in the rotation, just constantly trying to bring me down and to hold me back. But it's been about 6 years now, almost 7 years, where I made the decision to cut most of these people out of my life. Just cold turkey, just stop talking to them, stop associating with them, remove friends off of Facebook, just deleted their numbers out of my phone. And when you can get rid of these people, the burden it's so light to watch that burden go away, and life becomes a hell of a lot more meaningful and exciting. And if you surround yourself with people who care about you, and you can surround yourself with people who are actually invested with you in watching you succeed, your life becomes so much clearer, and your life will become so much more fulfilling when you can start to pursue the things that you want to pursue. And instead of having this negative attitude always right in your face, if you have somebody who stands beside you and is helping to push you along into the future, push you along into your dreams, push you along into your goals, then you have that momentum. And if you can find people in your life to surround yourself with who give a shit about you, who actually want to help you not only talk through your problems, but problem solve them so that you can come out on top, and you can do the same for them. These are the people that you need to surround yourself with. Things that are good, people that are wholesome, people that have a conscience. Because at the end of the day, these toxic people, they have an underlying narcissism to them where all they care about is themselves. And they just want to keep bringing everybody else down so that they feel better about themselves. And it's not worth it to spend your time on. It's difficult in the beginning to walk away from these people. It can be challenging. You can get frightened that, you'll never have any more friends, or you won't find people to replace these people with. But that's not true. You can't live your life completely based in fear. You'll find the right people. And when you start getting rid of the toxic people and you set the boundaries of what you're willing to accept, well, then the people who come into your life, they're the good ones, right? You're filtering them out as you go along. You start noticing those bad behaviors and you're like, no, can't be friends with this person, can't be in a relationship with this person. And it doesn't matter if it's friends or family or not, but you can begin to filter these people. And that's what makes it great, but at the end of the day, you'll notice that your circle, it might be smaller, and that's okay. But at least you are surrounded by quality people, and not quantity. Who cares about quantity of friends? And there's other types of toxic people out there who you have these friends who you think they're your friends. And, maybe at one time they were, but all they want to do is party and drink 7 days a week. And they want you to come hang out with them and do it. In the beginning that might sound fun and it might sound cool until you're a full-blown alcoholic and you've lost your job, you've lost your spouse, you've lost your family, you've gone down this dark road because somebody that you thought was a friend you went along with. And these people are toxic because all of that drinking, all of that partying nonstop, you never get anywhere. You never accomplish anything that you want to do. You're too busy drinking it up and being hungover the next day and repeating that cycle over and over and over again. You don't need those kind of toxic people around you in your space. And these toxic people will drain you mentally. You will put so much time and effort into trying to figure them out. Why are they doing that to me? Why are they saying that? Why are they acting like that? and you'll give all of this energy right to these energy vampires. Like I said, they'll just keep sucking it out, and you'll expend so much mental energy that you no longer have the mental resources to do anything else. You're completely drained. And then you wonder why you're getting depressed. You wonder why you can't find the energy to work out. You're wondering why you can't find the energy or the time to do the things that you used to love to do and want to do. You put your whole life on the back burner because you surrounded yourself with toxic, negative people who can't see the light of day themselves. These are the people who go nowhere. You meet them in junior high, you meet them in high school. 30 years down the road, they're the same fucking person. There's no growth. They have no aspirations to achieve anything in their life. They're happy being stagnant. They're happy living life the way that they've always lived it, because growth is hard. Personal change is hard. Seeking out new challenges is difficult, and it demands a lot from you. But if you truly want to live a better life and have a better lifestyle, you have to get rid of these people. You can't keep the same circle of friends and expect a better life. You can't keep the same circle of ignorant, self-centered jerks in your life and expect anything different. There's that old saying that says if you hang out with 5 idiots, you are going to be the 6th. And so when you hang out with these negative people, what tends to happen? Well, you become a negative person as well. And if you listen to that voice in your head, that silent voice that's always talking to you, you will notice all the thoughts are negative. And the words "I can't" seem to constantly come up. I can't. I won't. What will go wrong? The stress, the anxiety, the worry, all of those negative thoughts and negative feelings that you feel, they become automatic and they just run on autopilot. Listen to the voice in your head and see what it is telling you. But when you replace those negative people, when you get those negative people out of your life, and you start talking kind to yourself, and you start cheering yourself on, you become your own light, your own cheerleader, your own biggest fan. Watch those thoughts, how they change. And those thoughts have power. They have power to give you action. And action brings about the change that you're looking for. So if you take anything out of this rant from me today, please analyze the people in your circle. Analyze the people in your life, who you were surrounding yourself with. And if they're toxic and they're negative, and all they do is keep pushing you down, make the hard decision to cut them out today. Just cut the fucking rope. Let them go and watch where life can take you when you start focusing on the positive and you start surrounding yourself with positive people, people who actually give a shit about you. And then you will begin to give a shit about yourself, and you'll be able to take control of your life, open new doors, open new possibility. The sky's the fucking limit. You are only here for a short time on this planet. You might as well go for everything that you possibly can and try to make the best life that you possibly can make. All right, everybody, it's been a pleasure doing this podcast tonight. This is Grim with Get to Rant. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I will see you again in the next episode.